guys, Tyler Climber here, and I'm hoping you can hear me. I had some mic problems um, right before starting this. Um, but it seems like you can hear me. I'm gonna check right now, obviously, but um, just put thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. Um, no, but um, very excited. We're reading two Tower God chapters today, and yeah, um, been hearing a lot of good stuff. Thankfully, I've been so busy that I have not been spoiled at all, which is very good. Um, all I know is that it involves me in some way, shape, or form because of what happened last time that we read. Um, and yeah, I don't really know much else besides that. I hear well, cool. I'm gonna hear it myself right now, just to check. Give me 1 second. I think that's weird. Give me 1 second. I think. Uh, I might. Hmm. I think. Okay, maybe you can hear me better now. Just want to check. Um, because I was hearing myself a little weird when I started right now. But yeah. Um, but I know you guys can hear me. Yeah, okay, I can hear myself a lot better now. Okay, cool. I can hear myself a lot better than I did before. Um, where are we supposed to go in 1 month? Season 3 finale. Oh, that's very interesting. I've been wondering what I can do afterwards, after the season 3 finale. It's gonna be a lot of Tower God content and videos and stuff, but in terms of live streams, I might try to do some stuff, but I'm still thinking about live streams that I could do, like live streams ideas. Um, what if Bomb was a girl? I have legit no idea how that would change anything in the story. Maybe maybe people, I don't know, maybe people be more okay with with the ship of Kun and Bomb. I have no idea. Because some people are weird about that kind of stuff, even though it's normal. Then V master plan would crumble. What you could would V wouldn't be able to take over Bomb's body if he was a girl. Maybe if would get possessed by Arlen instead. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting thing. Um, season 4 is getting set up to be the best one yet. I'm so hyped. What are some things you would like to see in the next season? Some things I would like to see in the next season is actually a lot more of a lot more returning characters instead of like new characters. Like I want to see new characters, of course, but I actually want to see a lot of more returning characters, like a lot more returning faces to the story of Tower God. A lot of the old regulars, some old rankers. I would rack, since we already have Yurik, maybe we can start seeing more Walk Hike Song. I would love to see Bakery Yoon. We got the Lust Like reveal. Why not reveal Bakery Yoon now? Right? I would love to see that. I don't know how this whole V thing is gonna work out. Now in season 4, it's very interesting. Um, but yeah, other than that, I'll probably make my mind of what I want to see. I'll actually want to make that into a video. If I have a lot of video ideas, I have a lot of scripts already made. But I wouldn't mind making that into a video of like kind of like a wish list I want to see in season 4. Um, if and hopefully that happens. But yeah, that'll be fun to think about. Um, See, these streams are good because they give me new video ideas all the time. So, but without further ado, we should probably get started. I started the stream like an hour earlier because we are doing 2 chapters and I got stuff to do later on. So yeah, I think I'm on the right page, right? That's a good video idea. Yeah, I like that video idea. I just meant to literally. But thank you for asking the question that made me think about that video idea. Yeah. Yeah, but overall, the things I just said, like the things that came right in the top of my head, I would love to see a Wall Hike song stuff, that kind of stuff. I really want to see how the rest of the family heads are handling this. I think both chapters are hella short. Yeah, that's why I was more okay with not doing a chapter last week, because I knew that's the only other thing I knew, that these chapters were not that long. Especially this chapter that we're about to read. I knew this chapter was not that long. So I think it'll be better. I told myself it's probably fine not to do it last week and do both this week, kind of binge them. And I asked my friends and they said it'd probably be fine. So yeah. Warning, we got a warning, a violence warning. Let's start. Bomb. Okay, so now we're getting a little recap of what happened. We see Bomb V hybrid thing. Like I said before, this is fully Bomb. Like, this is, for right now, this is the closest we're gonna get to like a family head level Bomb in the story for a while. Probably, because I doubt that whenever Bomb gets his actual control back of his body, he may get stronger a little bit, just passively, but I don't think he's going to retain V's level of strength. That would be crazy if he just stayed that strong. And we don't know how this compares. It's weird. I'm very interested to see how this actually works out. I love this panel too, of the V persona smiling cheekily. Bomb. Kun looks on. The battle between the family leaders, V2. Now's my chance. Who's saying this? Is this... I don't know why that looked like... I know that's not Yurik. For some reason, that just looked like Yurik's face for a second. Everyone's distracted by him. Is that Bellerir? That does not look like Bellerir from that shot, but I guess maybe. I need to steal that chess piece. It is Bellerir. Okay, that did not look like Bellerir from this angle. That really looked like Yurik, to me. Okay, don't worry about it. I need to steal that chess piece. He's about to get messed up. And I really like how Bomb's hair grew longer, not only because I realized that's something like that happened with Tramrai as well. When he regained his true power, he grew his hair back longer, but also because it's like the whole Jovial Grace thing. Like, Jovial Grace in season 2 had long hair. That persona of Bomb had the long hair, and I still believe that V's actual name is Viol, so it just makes a lot of sense. It's really cool. You fool. Enkidu steps back, steps in, trying to maybe stop Bellerir from doing whatever it is he's doing. He's darting. You shouldn't disturb him in this state. Enkidu immediately noticed something weird happen, and that Bomb just became way stronger. Probably you see a shot of him, the rustle of his hair. I don't know if to call it Bomb's hair or V's hair. I guess it's Bomb's hair. It's still his body. You know, no matter how like
it is not Bomb's mind, I guess. So it's Bomb's hair. It's brown and everything. So V got aura Bomb could only dream of. Yeah, I I gotta I gotta hand it to Bomb. Bomb's had a lot of good moments in this story, but right now V is on a different level, definitely. Oh, did he just like speed blitz him? Well, I think oh yeah, he definitely did. He just like basically flash step past to the side of Enkidu. What's gonna happen right now? Enkidu still has his weapon drawn and like his like, unique blood looking skill on his sword cleaver thing. That was a weird page break. So I like this backdrop of Shinsu because again, like I made the post a bit ago, about like which one would you rather have? Enkidu, not Enkidu's, Edwan's Shinsu qualities, V's Shinsu tension, or Blossom's Shinsu control. V has the confirmed strongest Shinsu tension in the story, which is insane. So I like how we just see a tidal wave of Shinsu all over him. As I don't even think he's doing something. Maybe he is. He just touches Enkidu with, again, you see the same rippling effect of Shinsu. It's really cool how they're making it look like it's covering everything. What's going on? Enkidu's eyes are wide, and you just see the like the bubbling of Shinsu, of water. If it's like there's a storm. Wow, that's interesting. It's like he's becoming pure Shinsu, swirling around the Shinsu in my whole body. It's like V is putting Shinsu inside of him. It's very similar to how like the floor butterfly piercing technique works, where you kind of inject Shinsu into an opponent and you destroy them from the inside out. Maybe that is a similar thing that he's doing. But yeah, he's like turning into Shinsu. Very, very interesting. Spirit style. Real interesting. Spirit style. I think we've heard spirit style. Again, this also could be a translation thing. I'll have to look at the fan translation to see like the comparison. But it's a spirit style. I think we've seen spirit style from White, I think, which makes sense. But interesting spirit style. We get a style from V. Very interesting. And again, just a shot of the crushing tidal waves of Shinsu control skill. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Enkidu's getting messed up right now. Shinsu, yeah, I got a graphic update about time. Shinsu, which is funny, Shinsu has been getting a lot of I think we don't notice it, but I feel like Shinsu's like every single like arc gets a little bit of a design upgrade, which is sometimes a little inconsistent of how, because sometimes we can't tell if somebody's using a basic Shinsu attack or like a more advanced thing. It's a little difficult to look sometimes because of that, but still. Right now Enkidu's getting messed up. Wave blast. Wow, he exploded. Oh, I didn't even notice the eyeball. Yeah, he exploded Enkidu. Very similar to how very similar to how Enkidu died. to Gusting, when Gusting just blew him up basically, with like a flick of a cigarette. Yeah, he's again, Enkidu's not dead. Like, not only would this be a little bit weird way to get rid of him, but also you see, like, if you can see pieces of Enkidu, he's not dead. Like, again, he got incinerated by Gusting, and just a little piece of him survived, took over Goro, and then he regrew again. So Enkidu's not gone. But again, it's still like, damn. With those eyeballs, SAU definitely worked for the violence warning. Yeah, but he just got blown up from the inside out. Damn. Kunin and Dorsey look on in disbelief of what just happened. Again, that must have happened like in a flash. Bellary looks, Enkidu. A piece of Enkidu plops on the ground with Rack's chest piece, which I think was the Rook. Again, I can't remember fully. How it feels when your body gets turned into a hydro pump. Yeah, that must be terrifying. Actually, now that you say that, it's like your body. It's like you imagine getting drowned while you're not in the ocean. Imagine your entire body gets filled with water while you're not even in water. That must be terrifying. Especially to the point that you explode. Kind of like one of those whale videos, like when they get stranded on the beach and they just explode. Is this the same shot, or is this different? I think it's a little different. I think you see more of his hair. It just looks a little weird, I guess, because I think his head looks so small compared to the rest of his body. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a different shot. You see the Enkidu blob. Wait, is that not bomb? Kun pieced it together pretty goddamn fast. There's a flash in the sky. Is that the family heads? Because they were fighting. Just a flash, just boom, just like an explosion, I guess, all around them. And Dorsey says, what's this now? As again, V is not saying much of anything. Oh, yeah, it was the family heads. Oh, and V's looking at them. Now he sees them. Very interesting. Imagine being able to need to collect your liquid self from all over the floor. Well, look at that. I see some familiar faces. Oh, and this was the okay, so this was the moment that Yurik came in. Now V is actually talking. I see some familiar faces. Interesting. Again, I want to know way more about this. Again, V, and like, what's his deal in all this? How does this even happen? And I really want to see him and let's like interact. That would be super cool. This fight does not concern you. Stay out of this. Stay out of it. No. If you're so eager to fight, I dare you both to come at me. Again, I love that shot of Yurik with his eye glowing. I can easily handle the two of you together. Oh, is that right? And what about your little friend? And what about your little friend there that you brought with you? Leslie is just like instantly with the spell post. He's like instantly ready to like defend himself just in case somebody attacks him. Um, I love how I love Yurik and Gusting's relationship. It's really funny. And I love how he calls Luslik his friend, even though even though Yurik and Luslik hate each other. Or at least Yurik hates Luslik now. Yurik and V never been in the world at the same time before. Yeah, no. It's kind of like how they're complete strangers. Yeah. It's kind of like how Cha came back. Was sealed away for a long time, and then he saw like white, and he was like, Karaka was like, "Oh, you were probably sealed away for too long to know of him." It's like it's cool seeing different generations come into contact with each other. And Yurik is very young, compared to, basically he's the youngest besides Bomb, I guess, technically, and Rachel. He's the youngest irregular in the tower, and he hasn't been in the tower for comparatively that long, I would assume. Isn't Luslik ranked near Gusting? Luslik is ranked one rank below Gusting. Gusting is the 14th, and Luslik is the 15th. But yeah. Oh, I love that panel of Luslik. That's actually one of my favorite panels of him. He looks so like, I love the shadowing of his face and him just looking down, and like the light, the only source of light is his spell in his hands. That's so cool. Such a cool visual. Yeah, I love that. And I love like I don't know why, just this panel really like stuck out to me. I love the rainbow effect, like because of the light coming from his palm. It's so cool. That's like the sign is just awesome, by the way. It's awesome, and I really want to know what happened to his face. I only agreed not to meddle in your business as long as you didn't bother me in any way. Okay, so that's like the full. Maybe they talked more, but that was like the full agreement. Less like Yurik was like, "Look, I know I'm strong, and I may upset the balance. I don't care about any of you. I don't care about any of your business. Just don't mess with me, and I won't do anything about it. If you mess with me, that's different. You broke the promise." So that's interesting. So that's like their agreement that they made. Yeah, Prime was like, how exactly did our fight bother you? Yeah, and Gusting and Traumar are like, we weren't. What are you talking about? We weren't bothering you at the least. With all that noise you two were making, I couldn't get any sleep. Well, damn. Don't you realize that noise pollution is a serious legal violation of privacy? Damn, damn Yurik. Oh, please. That's a stretch. What would you know about the law anyway? I just love Yurik and Gusting's relationship so much. It's so funny. I love how, well, the thing is that we haven't seen Yurik interact with any of the other family heads except for Gusting, particularly. But I like to assume that all the family heads treat Yurik the same way that Gusting treats him. Even though they're weaker than Yurik, they treat him like a kid. They don't treat him with respect. they're just like, he's like, oh, we know he can destroy our entire family, but like, he's a youngster, whatever, right? It's so funny. It's really interesting. And what would you know about the law anyway? I doubt you ever use books. I doubt you've ever used books as anything but coasters. Damn. And Yurik is just like, you little punk. I love it. I love it so much. I'm guessing either Bakery Yoon or one of Jahat's princesses threatened to punish you if you didn't stop our fight. Interesting. I like Bakery Yoon being name dropped. Guessing either Bakery Yoon or one of Jahat's princesses. Again, the only Jahat princess we know is fully in contact with Hunt's with like Yurik and everything is Yuri. So unless it's not Yuri, so so he's basically saying Yuri or Bakery Yoon. I'm guessing, right? Which I think would make more sense for Bakery Yoon to be the one to tell Yurik. Maybe Yuri did too. It's a little weird. Maybe Yuri told him to help bomb or something. And Bakery Yoon was more like stop the war or whatever. How the heck did he know that? Okay, so that is factual. It wasn't just guessing it, which I would have believed even if Björk didn't have that line, I guess. Whatever. I heard all about your chess game. He points down. So stop making all this damn noise. Again, it's really ridiculous. The damn is getting censored. Just settle your differences with a nice quiet game of chess. So he's like, okay guys, look, you're supposed to be having a chess game. That was the promise. You guys are like destroying the entire floor. This has gone out of script. Just play your damn chess game. It's none of your business how we settle our disagreement. Oh, so Tromrai is just like, F this. He's gonna attack Yurik. Interesting. Which Tromrai is definitely less injured than Gusting by a lot, I would say. But he's still been fighting Gusting, so I'm guessing he's still worn out. Stay out of this. And he's also been extending his power like crazy. He throws a disconnection at Yurik. How is Yurik gonna respond to this? That's where you're wrong. Yurik just smiles and readies up a face. He's about to punch through dimension destruction. Whether I leave or stay, it's up to me. It's up to me to decide. Yeah, exactly what I just said. You just punched through this connection. Damn, that's crazy. He just literally punched through, like, not even just the basic form of disconnect. He destroyed the form of disconnect that, again, ruptures dimensions. So, damn, Yurik. Wow, that was a big explosion. I wonder how much percentage he used to do that though. They didn't put it like the percentage whatever thing. But obviously again, this is a family head. I'm guessing he's using at least around the same amount he used to fight Luslek, like in the 30s, something like that. Maybe a little more, since this attack seems a lot more destructive than this connect is a lot more destructive than what's it called? Luslek's spells. He's piercing right through rupture. Very interesting. And Tromrai obviously is like, what the hell is wrong? What the hell is this, dude? Your punch equals Una reverse. It never ceases to amaze me. Is he stuck in the tower and can't get out? and can't get out by any chance. This must be some kind of joke. Yurik is like, how is this guy stuck in the tower? He could probably punch his way out of the tower. It never ceases to amaze me what a brute that guy is. Those fists of his are the ultimate weapons of destruction. Interesting. And you see, I actually like that shot a lot of Yurik bend down with his fist, just like with flaming, like not actually flames, but like, you know, that's how his Shinsu looks, like streams of powerful golden Shinsu. They rival even Blossom's flames. Interesting. So again, Yurik was able to perform a feat that Blossom's flames was able to do with his fist. Very interesting. His very existence defies the tower's laws. This chapter is the Yurik gas up chapter. He's the ultimate incarnation of violence. What a really cool line. You think Yurik binded by Jihad's law not to climb further? Why didn't Yurik go up above 143rd floor? It's locked. It's not, no one can do it. No one can actually go up to the next floor. It's been locked and the key has been split. I don't think it's even a matter of Yurik punching Jihad and telling him, hey, do this or something. I don't think Jihad can open it without the key. That's why the key is a thing, right? So like, Jihad can't go up either without the key. No one can go up either without the key. So they need the key of the gate, and then they're able to climb further. So that's why I think I don't think it's a matter of Yurik following Jihad's whim. It's just that Yurik doesn't have the key of the floor, so like no one can go further than 143rd. Not until all the pieces of the key, like all the things are put back together, all that stuff, and the key is remade, which again is probably going to be one of the last things in the story to happen. But not even he can keep up. But not even he can keep fighting off Rupture forever. Okay, so it does put somewhat of a strain on Yurik's power. At least he's using a lot of power to blow back Disconnect. At least from what Gusting can say, which makes sense. Again, Rupture is a very powerful attack. Like, to cancel it out, even if you're as strong as Yurik, probably would cost a lot. I bet it wasn't easy for him to break through Rupture at full force. Yeah, definitely. Which I like that. I like that they're not just like stunned and, well, Charmer was stunned, but I like how Gusting was able to look at it more logically, and he was like, all right, he was able to do it, but don't worry, he probably can't do that forever. It probably does take a lot out of him. He can't punch the door. No, I don't think Jihad can either. I don't think anyone can, except for probably like maybe like an Axis or something. And actually, that's an interesting question. I don't know if Head-On can. If it's been locked and you need the key, maybe Head-On can't even do it. But maybe that's going a little far. Maybe Head-On can like teleport past the 143rd floor. But no, Yurik. That's the thing, is that Yurik and Jihad are both below Head-On. So like, in terms of authority, at least in the tower, so like that's not like that weird of a thing. Yeah, Yurik can't just punch the door. I don't think, because if that was possible, he would have done it. And also, you know, the key would be pointless at that point. If somebody like Jihad could just be like, oh, I don't need the key, I can just break it by myself. Sorry, but if you think you can suddenly show up and stick your nose in our business, your Gusting is also going at you're dead wrong. Oh, and he actually ignites the Blossom's flame. So that last attack wasn't the last of the Blossom's flames, which is cool. He still has a little bit more of it. He slashes with the awakening stick, and I don't know why I said Jihad. I was about to say Jihad. Tromrai swipes his hand away, probably to make another attack. Yeah, another disconnection attack. So he's Yurik is like being sandwiched in between a disconnect and an awakening stick thing. Aren't you both tired of fighting now? Just go home already. He powers up his fist with Shinsu. Otherwise, somebody else will come up. Otherwise, someone else will end up benefiting from your fights. He's talking about Revolution and Fug, technically. Fug and Revolution are definitely going to be benefiting if they kill each other. And would that someone else be me? Is that less like coming in? Right before Yurik can throw his punch. Oh, it's V. That makes sense too. V just enters, comes in, intercepts it. Isn't that one of the babies? I know it says babies, but it's supposed to be like babies. Isn't that one of the babies? He sees him and he actually he notices mom. He last time they fully talked, I think, was like actually talked was Floor of Death, right? Yeah. He gave that speech to Bomb before he left. You see the same motion of Tromai swiping his hand, and V gets behind him. Is he going? He's targeting Tromai. Interesting, which it makes sense. Tromai kind of framed V for everything and made all the family heads hate him. He comes behind him for a sneak attack. Shinsu swirls in his hands, in his palms, and he attacks him. He fully just does like I'm assuming that it's something he's doing the similar thing that he did to Enkidu, but just probably stronger. I think this is a again like a piercing technique. Would make sense. If he wanted to like sneak attack somebody, he should probably have used that to guarantee damage. But damn, yeah, it hurt. It definitely hurt Tromrai. Yeah, he went through Tromrai. Oh, and the disconnect like falls apart. Damn, that really hurt Tromrai. Just you see the blood coming from Tromrai. Hey, but he's not dead, because of this panel. But he definitely got messed up. All of them looking on, Gusting, Tromrai surprised, Yurik looking at, and Luslek. We see all the heavy hitters looking at V. I like that panel too of V. Very, very cool. with his hand stretched out with Shinsu all over. Long time no see. A smirk. Everyone. Very interesting. His hair also looks blacker in this shot. Probably intentionally so. But that's interesting. To be continued. Yeah, that was a very short chapter. Wow. That seemed like it was a shorter one, but it still was very well packed. I feel like there wasn't that many repeating stuff. Very interesting with the whole V stuff. I'm happy we have another chapter to read through, because that would have been a really painful cliffhanger for me. But yeah, it feels like I'm lagging a little bit on my end, but I don't know if it's for you guys too. And let me see, because let me stop for a second, because I think I'm lagging a little bit. Interesting. Warning: next chapter around the same length. Well, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so let's stop for a second, because I think I'm lagging a smidge. I don't know if it was recent or that's been happening. But yeah, basically, I like this chapter. I like this chapter. It's not one of my favorites, but it's a good chapter. Very interesting for next chapter, how V will interact with everyone on the battlefield, and how it's going to play out in general, because I know that we don't have a lot of chapters left. I think after this it's only like 4 or something chapters. So how's all this going to be resolved? Is Tromrai actually going to get taken out by V, which would be very interesting if that's the person who takes Tromrai out after everything. But yeah, I don't know. Let's go into the next chapter. I think we're good. Okay. Warning, another violence warning. Classic violence warning. We don't get a preview for this one. The battle between the family leaders, V3. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm lagging anymore that much, which is good. Yeah, I'm just not gonna move that much, like maybe that's what was causing it. It was weird, because I didn't have any internet connections before, like problems. But at least it seems like the audio wasn't glitching out and lagging. It was just the actual capture. That's weird. We see Tromrai falling down. Oh, and he falls down into a bunch of Shinsu. Oh, I think this is. I was gonna say I thought that was V, who just made like a C, but no, that's the what's it called? The 1,000 or 400. Either it's 400 or 4,000 something day flood that Gus thing created with his imagination powers. He's falling into that flood. Which probably isn't good for Tromrai. It's probably adding to his damage. But yeah, isn't that one of the babies Yorick is looking at? And I'm very interested to see how Yorick responds to this whole situation with V. Oh no! Oh, he notices. I like that shot too. It's someone else. This is impossible. Gusting immediately. Hey, how's the reading going? Good. We did the one chapter, basically the chapter before this, which was mostly Yurick being gassed up and like doing all this crazy stuff. V did some crazy stuff and sneak attack Tromrai, and now this is the beginning of the next chapter. Trauma, hateless, flowers, and now water. Yeah, but this is the beginning of the next chapter, of the last chapter of this stream that we're doing. And the last one that was released on yesterday, on Webtoon. This is impossible. Yeah, Gusting immediately recognizes the way he moves his hands. Wow, that I love how that's a thing. It's not just, oh, it's the flow of a Shinsu, but it is also that. He says it right after that. The flow of a Shinsu. Yeah. But I love how it's like in the way he moves his hands. Very interesting. The flow of his Shinsu. Oh, and I love that shot even more. Even the look on his face. Ever since V came back, he's been all smiles. Which is very interesting. There's no doubt about it. That person standing before me isn't the irregular. That person standing before me isn't the irregular. It's a long forgotten companion of ours, one of the original members of our team. Oof, V has the gaze. It's a long forgotten companion of ours, one of the original members of our team. And here's the thumbnail screenshot that my friend sent me. I love this panel. Super detailed, super clean. Love it. The one we called V. This doesn't make any sense. We see a shot of, that's cool. We see a shot of V. We've always saw like the back of V and his attire, his like the attire he wore when he was older, when he climbed the tower, at the end of his climb. He always wore this like kind of, again, very fug looking outfit, with the you know, how do I say it? It's like robes but then we saw in the flashback he wore more of a jacket and shirt and stuff like that. So, but now we actually see the actual full design now with the hair and everything. V is dead. That's what we all thought. I saw him die with my own eyes. How can this be possible? That line is super interesting, and that line alone actually recontextualizes so much, and it might not even be a retcon because of we have to remember that what Garam told Bomb wasn't the full truth, even though we can hopefully assume that most of what she said is true. We can't go assuming that everything that she said and everything that was in Arlene's pocket was true. I saw him, and this proves that it might not be true, because Gusting says, I saw him die with my own eyes. V died apparently from killing himself, and it seems like only Arlene was there to witness it, the suicide from V. But it certainly colors V's letter to Arlene. Yeah. It's very interesting. How can this be? What in the world is V doing? I love that shot. It looks so menacing. You can see it gets more and more darker where you can't even see the details of his face and you can only see his like one eye. That's such a menacing shot of V. He's looming over in that boy's body. How is this possible? How did you end up in that body? Curious, are you? Well, that would be a very long story. And why would it be a long story? Like, what actually happened? That would be a very long story. Interesting. Meaning it would be a very complicated story that he couldn't just say it in a sentence. Interesting. I'm so curious. And that's one of the big things I probably hope to find out in season 4 too. What actually happened. Maybe that's asking a little bit too much, because that seems like one of the biggest mysteries right now. But maybe we can find that out at some point during season 4, because we don't know how long season 4 is going to be either. And I have other priorities at the moment. What I want more than anything right now, he just gathers up a lot of Shinsu, condenses it into a ball, and just, again, it's like a hyper beam, or hydro pump, probably better example. Just a full blast of Shinsu crashing into where, I think that's where Traumarai landed, right? He's trying to finish off Traumarai. Just so much powerful Shinsu is for you all to get your first taste of death. And that's your shoes. B, that would be a very long story. Me, okay, I'll make tea. We got time to talk. Yeah, that's how we all feel right now, though. But I guess from V's perspective, he doesn't know how much time he has in processing Mom's body either. So he kind of just wants to get job done, kill the family leaders, and book it out, because he doesn't know how long he has in the body. You see Yurik's foot going with Shinsu, and he intercepts the V's attack. It seems like, at least. Yeah, it seems like that. Yeah, he intercepted V's attack. Blew right past it. Look, I don't know what's going on here. I really like that shot of Yurik. It seems weird to say this, but his muscles and his body is a lot less exaggerated than it has been a little bit in season 3, and I think that's better for it. It's a lot more. I think I like this. I don't know, I think his muscles are just less extreme, and I actually like that look. This look a lot more. Because it's still a lot more buff than his first appearance, but at least more detailed. You see the crackling light in his of Shinsu in his foot. But I don't appreciate it being interrupted by some random stranger. Yeah, he doesn't know who he is. Give the baby his body back. And I like how Yurik is sticking up for Bomb. He's like, hey, look, give him his body back, whoever the hell you are. Give him his body back. I have no idea what you mean. Is he gonna say that his body's always been his body or something? You don't seem to understand. He seems to, again, I love how he's like a Shinsu like master. Like, again, Blossom's the best wave controller, but V has the strongest tension, or the best tension, which means strongest Shinsu. You'll probably feel the blinks, I think, in the story Garam told, perhaps. Maybe the parts of how Bomb is in the cave, and maybe something on his creation, something of his creation. Interesting. I wonder. I wonder very much. You don't seem to understand. This boy in his body. He's just targeting Tramrai. Which again makes sense. He just pulls this massive amount of Shinsu out. We're destined for revenge from the very start. Which, the reason I like this, and the reason that I like that this whole thing is kind of happening, is because of Bomb's narrative story in the entire story of Tower of God, which is, who is he? Is he just a tool for revenge? Is he his own person? Bomb's main fight is not even like a physical fight against Jihad, against somebody. It's more of his identity crisis that he's been having ever since like the entire story, right? Of who he is, what he is, whatever, and it seems everything in the world is kicking him down, saying that he is just a tool. He is nothing more, nothing less. He is not his own person, which we know is not true, and his friends know it's not true. And Dorsey says he is his own person. Bomb is just Bomb, which is a very good scene. I like that scene a lot. Yeah, it's that's why I like this a lot. Which, it also recontextualizes V in, if this is truly the V we saw in the flashback, as, yeah, it was not just the family head that got corrupted. It was also probably Arlene and V who got corrupted, and they're not like the best people. Even though, they want to take out bad people, they're not good people themselves either. We're destined for revenge from the very start. And you think that gives you the right to take over his body. Yurik thinks of Bomb as his own person. He doesn't think of him as a tool for somebody else's revenge. He's like, do you think that gives you the right? I haven't taken over anything. I'm merely joining him on his quest for revenge. Talking a lot. V is talking a lot like Tramrai. Very manipulative and very like, I'm not taking over anything, even though Bomb said don't take over my body, and he took over his body anyway. You know what I mean? It just lies. Basically, at the end of the day, I'm just joining him on his quest for revenge, even though Bomb's quest isn't for revenge. Together, this boy and I are going to avenge Arlene for the wrong she suffered. Interesting. I like that line. And I like Arlene being name dropped as well in this. Are going to avenge Arlene for the wrong she suffered. That is the only thing that we really want. Which, again, it's wrong. Just pure factual wrong. It's what V wants. It's probably what Arlene wants. It's not what Bomb wants. It's never in the story has that been Bomb's purpose, if what he's really wanted. So V is just not saying the truth right now, and I hope a lot of people know that. A lot of people that know who Bomb is in the story get that V is not telling the truth right now. Zero style, Shinsu control scale. Zero style, very interesting. We Bomb has a attack named Zero, like I think it's just named Zero. The piercing technique that is Zero, which is like his weakest technique. At least not his weakest technique, his weakest piercing technique, because that's kind of like the point. It's supposed to be the most basic form of the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere piercing. No, that's Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. The piercing technique that he has. Shinsu control skill. He makes just a Naruto Jutsu water dragon that's enormous. He literally just made an entire Shinsu dragon. That's sick. That's just cool. Zero style, that's a callback. Yep. V didn't ask Bomb's opinion, yeah. V's just, that's the thing, is we should know that V is not telling us the truth about what Bomb really wants, and we should assume that V just thinks of Bomb as a tool. And he's just lying right now. Water Dragon. Very interesting again, because Water Dragon is a whole, not, it's kind of like Bomb's thing, because we've seen him use Water Dragon a lot more, but it's a Hansung Yu style attack, the Water Dragon, which we know Hansung Yu actually has connections to V, and Hendelock Blood Matter, but he also has connections to V. We know that from the Hidden Floor. It'd be very interesting if Hansung Yu got the Water Dragon from V, or something like that, or he got inspired by V and now he taught Bomb that, kind of to prepare him for V. This whole V revealed has shifted how we look at FUG, Fug, so much differently. Now we have to think, has everything that Fug has been doing for Bomb just preparation for V? It's very interesting. Did they know about this? How would they know about this, right? Very interesting. Did Arlene tell them about this? Excellent. His body is ready for me. Very interesting wording. I won't even need to wait to use my old Shinsu control skills. Again, very interesting. So yeah, he says my old Shinsu control skills. So again, that makes me believe that the Water Dragon style was originally V's. Hansung really served its purpose. Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to get from this. Destroy them. I love how it's actually like the form of a water dragon. It's like fully a water dragon. It's not just like named water dragon. It doesn't look like a water dragon. It's normally the water dragon Shinsu before has been like a slash or something, like a very Shinsu that moves like a dragon and strikes like a dragon, kind of that kind of stuff. But this is just a full-on dragon. Very cool. And I love how he's like commanding this as if it was like a creature. It's like he just summons him and he's just like, destroy them. Very cool. And Drummer just knocked out in the water. I'm guessing Yurik is gonna save him. Oh, it's gusting. That's interesting. Stop this calamitous flood, born of wrath, and wrap everything in a mother's warm embrace. So I'm guessing he's using his imagination powers. He's saying, stop this calamitous flood of wrath. Maybe he's telling, hey, stop the flood, the 100-day flood, and wrap everything in a mother's warm embrace. Oh, I think that's what he's doing. I don't know. I think this is what's supposed to be. He's stopping the flood, and the flood is turning into like a dome to protect Tramrai. From this attack. There's a giant boom. Oh, and Yurik also grabs Tramrai and gets him out of the way before he can get attacked. So Gusting and Yurik probably moved around the same time. Also, excuse me. It's quite the heel turn from earlier with V's appearing. Yeah, definitely so. But again, we have to realize that was very early on in their climb. And even Tramrai was very innocent back then. And we just look at how corrupted he is now, right? It's like everyone probably got corrupted by the tower, not just the family heads. So I would we can't judge current V from V back then. Just like how we can't compare Tromrai's past to Tromrai now, right? Yurik again readies up his fist and just absolutely destroys the water dragon. Okay, so he stops the water dragon. I don't understand, says V. I thought you were all trying to kill each other. Was I wrong? No, you're right. Yeah, like he's talking to Gusting. He's like, I thought you were trying to kill each other. Why are you stopping me from killing him? No, I mean from one Gusting and Tromrai beefing. Oh yeah. To Yurik beefing from him, and now everyone's trying to save Tromrai. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I didn't. I thought you were talking about V, but no. Yeah, like now everyone's protecting Tromrai. No, you're right. I still intend to kill the Tengri family leaders, including him. And now that you decided to join the fray, I'll have to kill you too. V. V looks at him. This isn't good. I don't have the strength to fight them both off at once right now. I like this standoff panel. Although I'd really like to... Okay, so this is V talking. This isn't good. I don't have the strength to fight both of them off at once right now. Interesting. Although I'd... And yeah, like he didn't just show up and... That's the thing, is that he sneak attacked Tromrai. I don't know how he would have fared against Tromrai if he just like, hey... came up to him, to his face. He had to sneak attack Tromrai to catch him off guard. And I think he did that because it would have been way too difficult otherwise. Although I'd really like to finish off Tromrai at least. Seeing all this fighting seems to have completely exhausted him for the time being. Yeah, like I said, he's not as banged up as Gusting physically, but he still has taken a lot of hits during this fight. So I'm guessing that Tromrai has also extended a lot of power. So I'm guessing he's like very winded after all of that. But if I don't kill him now, he'll try to destroy me at all costs as soon as he recovers. That's for sure. And worst of all, Jihad will eventually hear of me being here. Of my being here. Yeah, so I like how V's thinking about all this stuff. He's not thinking about just the short term, about the long term. He's like, what should I do? I can't fight them both off at once at my current state, but I at least want to kill Tromrai, because if not, Jihad will hear about it. Tromrai himself will come and destroy me later, and all that kind of stuff. Interesting, very interesting. The only advantage I have at the moment is that those two seem hesitant to harm this boy's body. I'm not sure exactly why. There's probably a reason. So yeah, it is interesting how V doesn't know anything about Bomb. Like he doesn't. It seems like he just woke up in this arc, and he doesn't know anything about Bomb's past adventure. He doesn't gain Bomb's memories. He's like, I don't know why they care about Bomb. I don't know why. It's weird. It's very interesting. The only advantage I have at the moment is that those two seem hesitant to harm this boy's body. Not sure why, but there's probably a reason. Okay. In any case, that works for me. Again, every single panel of V, amazing, gorgeous. I don't think there's been a bad shot of V. The only questionable shot was that one shot from behind where his head looked a little bit too small for his body. But comparatively. But I love this panel of him just. I I love how we are seeing so much Shinsu being used from V, because again, that is his whole main thing we know about him. Um, and he just condensing all this Shinsu into the palm of his hands. I'm still not used to handling Shinsu with this boy in this body. Yeah, so V's like, okay, I'm a little nerfed right now. I'm not used to handling Shinsu in this body, but I might as well give it a shot. I wonder what he's gonna do right now. V only recently woke up after all. Yeah, but what I mean is, like, you know, like some shows and tropes, like when they fuse a character with another character, like Sukuna with Yuji or something, like normally, or not even that, I guess. It's like there's some shows that have like a double personality thing or like something like that. And even if they're like slumbering or whatever, they know the people around them. They're like, oh, I know you because I can read his memories. But it doesn't seem like V is able to like look into the memories of his life or whatever. I'm wondering what everyone at the chessboard are doing right now. They're just watching. They're just like spectating. I mean, all this is probably happening pretty damn fast, so I don't know. There's a big flash. Again, I love the use of the rainbow effects to show the light. There's this, again, he's condensing Shinsu so finely, which we know only somebody with really high tension can do. Oh, and what is he doing? Whatever he's doing, gusting is surprised. Oh, is he running away? He's getting away. That's interesting. He just like condensed Shinsu really fast, and he just blitzed out of there. He's getting away. You bastard. Get out of that baby's body. So, Yurik is chasing after V. And he left Tromrai's body hanging there. Well, this doesn't really fit the alternate personality trope, nor the thing with Naruto seeing his parents watching over him with a seal. Yeah, I guess there's just a lot of I don't know. I can't think of the show right now because, you know, I've read a lot of things, but I've definitely seen the trope of like a slumbering personality waking up, and then he knows, because they say this, they're that like, oh, because this is his body, I have all the memories of his body, so I know everything about his life or whatever, and I know all you guys, so don't worry about it, but I'm not him, all right, stuff like that. So that's not what's happening here though, which it's interesting. Get out of that baby's body, which I actually like. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I just like it, that's actually being addressed somewhat. And Yurik, I like how Yurik is full eyeing with his hands up. He's like trying to grab him. Yeah, he's flying towards a V. How the hell is he so fast? Oh, V saying that. No, that's cool. Like, if V had a head start and Yurik is already catching up to him. How the hell is he so fast? I didn't expect him to catch up to me so soon. It's very interesting seeing V just woke up to in this new world of the tower, and he just like seeing he's interacting with he's one of the strongest beings now in current day, Yurik, and he's like just being constantly surprised by Yurik's power. He's just like, what the hell is up with this guy? He set up a trap card. I didn't expect him to catch up to me so soon. You're not going anywhere. He reaches out. Yurik reaches out to him. I need a little more time. I'm guessing that'd be, I need a little more time. And on cue, I see the crack in like the sky, and I'm like, on cue. I actually forgot about Leslie for a second. I can't believe I actually did. But of course, Leslie immediately just screwing over. And another time he's screwing over Yurik. V is waking up and getting a taste of the Yurik experience. Yeah, we see the sky cracking. What the? Yurik, you've been through this like 3 times already. You should know who it is. Is this some kind of spell? Yeah, I mean, it's the spell. So yeah, he reached out, but he grabbed nothing. And it shatters, and you see V. Oh, I love that panel of V and Leslie. Wow, V Leslie is massive. Compared to Bomb's body. I love this panel of V and Leslie. This is the first time they're meeting in what, thousands of years. Imagine V said, "What's up with your face?" No, but V probably knows what happened to Leslie's face, but still, it would have been funny if he didn't. He says, "Oh," V says, "Wait, is that you?" Oh, that's fun. I thought V was gonna be less surprised about Leslie, and Leslie was gonna be more surprised, but I think it's gonna be the opposite actually. Wait, is that you, Leslie? It's been far too long, Master. I love this interaction, and again, Leslie does not look surprised at all, which again kind of feeds into my thought of, which I'm guessing a lot of people have already had this thought, right? That Fug's purpose isn't to raise Bomb up. It was to raise Bomb up to be a vessel for V. And Leslie knew that, which contextualizes a lot of things in the story. The reunion that somehow is heartwarming. Yeah. It's been far too long, Master. Our god has finally arrived. Yep. Every single time they called Bomb their god, it's a little more contextualized now. They're talking about V. You hear less like your face still split from what it did to you. He was waiting for this, it seems. Yeah. It seems not only he was waiting for this, I think the main forces of Fug's goal was for this to happen. And that's why they raised up Bomb. Although I don't think certain people knew. I really don't think. I would strongly doubt that Jin Sung Ha knew about any of this. It really doesn't seem that way. He cares so much about Bomb as a person. I really don't think that he knew about this. It seems like Luslek knew, Hua Yun definitely knew, Han Sung knew, probably some of the elders of Fug somewhat knew, like Garnak, stuff like that maybe. Other than that, I don't know. I doubt Jin Sung knew, and I actually wonder what Jin Sung's reaction to this is gonna be. If he's gonna be pissed. Luslek, he knew it was me right away. Of course, how could I fail to recognize my own master? And I love this because again, because everyone, people say, are the blog posts canon? And my answer to this is always, the blog posts are canon until literally in the story stated otherwise. Until it's been fully 100% retconned in the story, we should take the blog post as canon for now. And I always do. So until the story literally just says, no, that didn't happen, or retcons it, then it makes a lot more. Then I won't have a problem with it, because then the story just says it, and I'm like, okay, cool. But if the story doesn't say it, I'm just going to take the blog post as canon. And there are many moments in the blog post that have already happened and has been confirmed to be true. Like, again, Baker Yoon, all that stuff. And now that Lustlek was V's servant. So, which is something that we've known for years, so long, and but now we actually are seeing this. We're seeing Lustlek calling V his master. How could I fail to recognize my own master? Now then, we can talk more later. First, we can get you to safety, master. We must get you to safety, master. Yurik is darting. He's saying, "Damn you, Lustlek." I wonder how far Hansung knew. Hansung probably knew for, I feel like, a long time. Like, I feel like, honestly, I think, if I was gonna put money on it, I honestly think Hansung knew before he started climbing the tower. Because why wouldn't he? Yeah, Hua Yun knows, and Hua Yun is not a regular. A lot of people have to remember that she failed the second floor test. Hua Yun is not a regular. She may be as strong as some regulars, but she isn't officially considered a regular in the tower. Again, she can go anywhere because she's a guide, but she's not actually a regular that's climbing the tower. She failed on the second floor. Bug was always split into factions, and such the spread of top info will be different. Yeah, definitely. But you know, Jinsung was way. Jinsung and Hansung Yu were very involved with Lustlek and very involved with Bomb's training, right? So I wonder how much Jinsung knew, if he knew at all, because he was Bomb's martial arts teacher, and taught him stuff like the floor butterfly piercing technique, which again seems like something that V knew about and performed the last chapter. I think he was asking how deep in the secret he knew, how much he knew of the secret. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know for how long he knew. I think for a long time, but how deep of the secret he knows, I don't know. That I don't know, but I don't think we have enough information to know how much he knows. Although he definitely knows more than like 99% of people. I don't know. Fuck, like how that's like, why did you create Emperor's we are nothing but waiting. We need offense. Like, okay, they'll help with unique potentials to face that and you had one there. That man there is Yurik Mizuno. He's a frightening brute with particularly lust for violence. I don't advise you to fight him in your current state. I agree. I'm not sure I could have beaten him even back in my prime. It's very interesting, which again kind of contextualizes a lot of V's power, and I think that goes to show you, I think I was kind of right on the money of how strong I thought V was. I think V's like around the level of Edwan, Arhee Hon, and Ha Yurin, like the three top family heads. I think he's around that level. Makes sense to me. I don't know where he stacks up to them, right? Like, I don't know who would win in a fight between V and Edwan, stuff like that. But I think he's around that level, and he's not at the level of Jihad and Yurik, which for me makes sense. And this kind of just confirms that to me more. He's like, even V saying, even in my prime, I couldn't beat Yurik. But just wait a moment. For what, master? As you're about to see. There's a little bit of Shinsu floating around Tromrai. The seeds I planted are beginning to sprout. Yurik looks back. He notices something. Oh no. I think That's V flashing his hand. And I want to be here. There's a ginormous explosion of Shensu. This is a long panel. When the flower blooms. Interesting. So he set up like a... Oh, was that what that was? That little like thing? Little condensed ball of Shinsu? Was he planting a bomb basically of Shinsu? That's really cool. I think that's what it is. Either that or I'm completely wrong, but I think that's what it was. Shit, I missed him. You've already recovered so much of your power, Master. I owe you for preparing the body for me so well. Now, let's go. Yeah, like I said, like they've been preparing this body for him. Tromrai. I wish we could have had more time together. But it was nice seeing you all. But it was nice seeing you again. So he thinks he killed Tromrai with this attack, with this booby trapped. Which, interesting. We know Yurik didn't stop him, but maybe Gusting stopped him. Because Gusting stayed behind with Tromrai back there. I don't know if... My dear friend. It'll be crazy if Tromrai just died right here. My dear friend. I like that panel a lot. V and Bomb's body walking with Lustlek, which is a little disappointing. I kind of wanted to not disappointing. This is super cool, and this is like around how the season ends with Bomb being taken away by Lustlek, in with V taking control of him. That'll be sick. And it looks like that's what's happening. But what was I gonna say? I've always wanted to see ever since we got Lustlek's personality, I wanted to see Lustlek's interactions with Bomb, not V, just to see how they interact with each other. That's interesting. Wherever you are now, I hope you aren't too lonely. Fear not, soon enough I'll be sending the rest of your friends to join you in the underworld. Interesting. I know how easily you'll get lonely. Interesting. The cracks in the sky are reforming. We see the tidal waves of Shinsu beneath it. Damn. What just happened? Yeah, it was just V came in, sneak attack Tromrai, did all this other crazy stuff, and got away with less. Like, that's crazy. And Yurkus is like, what the heck just happened? What just happened? Who the hell is that guy? Yurik Mazzino. It's nice to see there are still some hot-blooded warriors left in the tower. To be continued. I think that's the perfect place to end it. And I love how V is... I love V's reaction to Yurik. It's so cool, actually. And Yurik's reaction to V. A weird thing that I never thought I wanted to see, but now that I have it, now that we got it, I was like, it's really cool to see. Let's just stay in this shot for a while, I guess. Meanwhile, remember I said he said a trap card. That's it. Yes. Okay, so cool. So it was actually it was actually a trap card. He actually set a trap down of Shinsu, which is really cool. A really cool technique. So Tromrai dead, like actually dead. I wouldn't. I think it's a little too unceremoniously. Maybe it's hype of V, but I don't think Tromrai's dead. I think either he woke up and used disconnect to disconnect the Shinsu, or he or Gusting saved them, which would make a little more sense, I think, than the first one. I think Gusting saving him makes a little more sense because Gusting was already next to him, and would have maybe noticed the booby trap, because his glasses are observers, so maybe he would have seen the flow of Shinsu around it. He can die, he's still immortal. Not too irregulars, he's not. So yeah, the whole immortality thing again is just it literally just means you're immortal to non-irregulars. So V could have definitely killed Tramrai, and we just know that 100% now because of Tramrai killed Gusting. He chopped off his head, and if he didn't have the scales, he would have died. So yeah, the immortality stuff, don't think about it too much when it's irregulars versus irregulars. That doesn't mean anything anymore. For them, it means everything for anyone that's not them, but it doesn't mean anything for the irregulars fighting each other. Preparing the body, not preparing my son. Interesting, yeah. Interesting choice of phrase. I think V needs to bump into Colivan for a moment. Porquo, clean and simple. The scene just gives me those vibes. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it's super interesting. This is super interesting. I'm glad that I did this in two, like binged both of them, because I think these chapters kind of connect to each other. Like I feel like the only reason they're not one chapter, I feel like if they were one chapter, it would have been crazy, right? But I think it could have been done, but because of as I use health reasons and maybe a lot of other stuff, it didn't happen, which I'm again totally fine with. I hope SAU gets all the rest he can get, and if that makes it the chapters a little shorter, I'm all fine with that, as long as they have good content inside of them, right? And it doesn't feel like a waste of a chapter. But no, it's these were really good as a pair together, and I think and very interesting. I think again we only have like 3 chapters left to go, which is crazy. And yeah, I'm super excited to see how this is gonna end. I'm super excited to see how this is gonna actually end up. But I don't know. I'm gonna stop moving for a little bit because I'm lagging on my side. I don't know why. Again, I've been lagging for a little bit. I'm gonna turn off my camera for a second. Maybe that's why. Weird. Whoop. Maybe it's the window capture. I don't know. It's weird. I don't have any internet problems. By the way, Halcon made a new Tower God poll. Can vote for from all Tower God characters 3 times a day. Oh yeah. Did he it's done? I don't actually remember, but I know that he was talking about the character, his character poll, a new one, which makes sense. We're about to finish the season. Is it still going, ongoing? If so, I'm gonna definitely do it because I forgot about that. I forgot that he's done. He's started it. I don't know if it's done or over. If it's not, I'll definitely do that. I wonder where will everyone end up at the end? it's done, and it's done. A new poll is up until okay, that's cool. Yeah, very interesting. I wonder, yeah, I do wonder how everyone's gonna end up at the end of all this, and how this season. I really wonder how this season's gonna end, because with all these new developments. But this link won't do. I'll look into it later. I don't think I'll probably I may make a reaction to it when it's done. Maybe that'll be interesting to do. And maybe I'll add it in with another thing that I'm doing. Never mind, I'll put it in the comment. Don't worry. Yeah, it's fine. I'll look into it later either way. So don't worry too much, Amir. But yeah, interesting, very interesting. So I really liked V in these chapters. He's kind of like the main focus, besides Yurik. I think Yurik got a lot of screen time these chapters, but V's definitely got a lot of screen time, and very interesting with this whole mystery with the Leslick and Fug, and has all this been orchestrated from the start, or like, is Bomb actually not a living person? Is he just a tool? What is he? Is he a monster, like Arlen said? What is he? Very interesting. And thank you for the chapters. No problem about it. No problem. Yeah, I'll probably be signing off soon though, because I do need to do stuff, and that's why I started earlier this time. But thank you all for being here, and thank you all for again interacting in chat. Makes these reactions a lot more fun to do. And yeah. Other than that, I'll be looking forward to next week's chapter, which I will be doing. And you'll be getting another Tower God video from me this week. So hope you guys like that too. Other than that, I don't have much else to actually say about the chapter, which is weird because I feel like I think I've said most of what I wanted to say in the reaction. And I think I'm just gonna be repeating if I say it like again here. Hearing a mother calls her baby a monster always gives me the shivers. Yeah, definitely. I really be interesting to see a flashback of that actually happening, which would be interesting, at least maybe from Rachel's perspective, because apparently she saw Arlene say that to Bomb, or say that about Bomb, at least. Interesting. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'm probably gonna be signing out right now, and yeah, thank you all for being here again. Super interesting discussions all around, and super interesting chapters. I really wonder how this season's gonna end. I hope you guys have a wonderful night.